a very special guest that I'll be introducing really soon. Sister, are you there? Just for a mic check.
Yes, baby's on. She's here.
All right. All right, guys. So we are super excited to host this room tonight. The holidays are coming, and I'm super excited about my guest. She's an Emmy and Grammy nominated R&B singer. She's my friend. She's my sister. She's a part of the Braxton family. And welcome tonight, my good sister, Tamar Braxton, everybody. You heard me.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Free.
What's going on, honey bun? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I can't complain.
Yeah, no need to, child. We got
I
to
know.
work and work and work.
I know I'm trying to stop eating from Thanksgiving. I'm not necessarily eating Thanksgiving food, but I've gotten into the habit of chewing, and now I can't stop it.
Well, that's what we're supposed to do around the holidays. Enjoy this good food and family time. And I cooked a lot too and ate a lot. I'm still chowing on Thanksgiving food. I think tonight will be the last night.
Ed should. Night before last should have been, but we're not going to judge you.
No, baby, that stuffing and that ham is still hitting, honey.
Whew, it's the ham for me.
It's the
Did
ham.
Yes. Did you
I,
make a ham sandwich yet?
no, I didn't make a ham sandwich. I made a good old turkey one though.
Really? I
Yeah, I
haven't
made a
had a good Thanksgiving leftover turkey sandwich in years. I keep forgetting because I keep getting stuck on the ham.
Well, you got to get you a good turkey one, girl. You got to put that gravy on there and get that turkey and warm it up in the oven, girl, and make you a fire one on toast.
Well, we'll see because she's too dry for me.
Well, that's where the juice comes from. So I'm super excited to talk to you about, the holidays and traditions growing up. We know a lot about your family because of your reality show, but I want to hear a few things about the early years of the Braxtons.
Okay. Oh, you want
What's your
like
earliest
what?
holiday memory?
Wow, my earliest holiday memory. I remember, okay, so growing up, we didn't have Christmas trees. We didn't have like stockings. We didn't have the trees. We didn't have the lights outside, but we still celebrated Christmas. And, that's because like my parents were like pastors, and they were like really, really heavy into like, the church, but they didn't believe in the decorations and Santa Claus and things like that. But we still participated in Christmas, which I thought was very, very weird. I didn't understand
Yeah,
it.
girl, what's Christmas without a tree,
We didn't
I
have
know.
a tree growing up. I never had a tree growing up. As a matter of fact, I remember being maybe 22 and having my first Christmas tree and not having any idea as to how to put it together.
And were you on your own, like your own house, your own apartment or something?
Yes, I was on my own. I was in Atlanta, and my friend had to come and go to the store with me and balls, the Christmas skirt. I know the Christmas tree had a skirt, child. I had no idea. And
Oh
lights and all
wow.
of that stuff. Yeah. And show me how to put the Christmas tree together because I grew up without one. But like I was saying, like I remember being, very young, and my parents still got us gifts. And me being the youngest out of everybody, and as petty as I used to be, child, I used to count the gifts to see who had the most
To see who had the most gifts. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, they got to be fair. For me growing up, in my earlier days, we were fortunate enough to have a little Christmas tree, even if it was a real rinky dinky tree. Um, my mom would have me to pull the Christmas tree out every year. I was kind of like her little helper with everything. So I would, take the tree out the box, fluff the tree, you know, put the ornaments, the hooks on the ornaments, and help decorate the tree or whatever. So that's where I kind of came into my world of decorating and putting all of that together. Like I love to decorate my tree now. It's definitely a tradition of mine to do a different tree every year, to do a different theme. But as kids, we grew up kind of, with a little, Family Dollar tree or Walmart tree, wherever she got it from at the time. And we just, we will make the best out of everything that we got. My mom did
Yeah.
hair for many years, and my dad was a truck driver. So they will try to get us to, whatever we wanted, at least one or two items off of the Christmas list. And I can remember my brother always was the one who acted out when it came time to the gifts. You got such and such, you got such and such this. Why you ain't give me that? And so he would always act out in the stores, and she would have to whoop him and stuff when we go Christmas shopping. Always was the problem child. Always was the problem child.
That was not that, intense. But
Really.
I was very petty in counting these gifts. And it got to the point where my parents had to like make sure that we all had like, a set amount of gifts, even if it was in different packages, the same gift, but in different packages. So like, they wouldn't have to deal with old Tay Tay. But yeah, baby, I gave them hell, honey. I gave them hell.
What, if you can remember, what was the best gift you ever received?
The best gift. Okay. So my parents are really, really good at gifts, right? Which is probably where I feel like I'm really good at giving gifts as well. So the best gift, I don't know if y'all remember the Nintendo Wii Power Pad. Do you remember that?
I remember the Nintendo. I don't know about the Power Pad. I don't think.
Oh my God. My mama and my daddy got us the power pad. It was like this pad that you put into the Nintendo and you could run on it, you could jump on it, you could do like sports on it. Oh my God, it was amazing. We wanted it so bad. And our parents got it for us. And I remember like spending, like as soon as we opened that package up, we was on that thing nonstop for days. It was amazing. Now that was amazing. We was sweating and tired and stuff because it was like track and field. It was amazing.
That's great. What was your worst gift?
What was my worst gift? I don't remember having bad gifts growing up. And maybe, the healed part of me is speaking now because I'm coming from a place of gratitude, right?
Right.
Because, a lot of kids don't grow up, getting gifts and used to, getting extravagant things and like, getting things off of their list. I kind of want to like give them some love right now, because I'm just feeling like I don't want to be bragocious about it. But what was I don't think I got a bad gift from my parents. I probably got a bad gift from a boy.
I can feel that. I can feel that. I think my best Christmas gift was, at the time they had the tag watches that were out, and everybody had the tag watches, and I wanted the tag watch so bad. And my mom kept saying, "You're not gonna get that watch. That watch costs too much money," or whatever. And she surprised me on Christmas with the watch, and had me the whole time thinking that she was not going to get the watch, and she got the watch. And unfortunately, I was working at Burger King, and I just wanted to wear the watch everywhere. Wore the watch to work, took the watch off because I couldn't have the watch on line while I was making the sandwiches, and put the
Hilarious.
watch in my jacket, and someone stole the watch.
Ah,
Oh, my mama was so heated with me. She said, "I told you not to bring that watch to work." And I wanted to be hard-headed, and somebody stole the watch,
stole the
unfortunately.
watch. Now, don't you hate when somebody steal from you? Is that the worst?
Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah, definitely. You work so hard for the things that you get, and for somebody to steal something from you, it just feels so violated.
It is. It definitely is. My house was just violated not too long ago, and it's an awful feeling. But what I feel about thieves and liars, they always get repaid
They
by the
do.
universe. They really always do. So,
They do.
I mean, and it also teaches you a lesson, about holding on to things. You know what I mean?
Most
Sometimes
definitely.
we give things so much praise and value that we forget about the people, that are important in our lives, and and the time that you can't get back with your loved ones and your friends. And so it just gives you a sense of reflection whenever those things happen, that you always, at the end of the day, should be thankful for your life, health, and strength. And so
Most
I just
definitely.
want to say that about people stealing.
Most definitely. I totally agree. And, just to go back on the gift, the worst gift I got was,
Uh-huh.
I was still young and not really appreciating the thought that people put into, buying you stuff or even just thinking of you. My
Yeah.
uncle used to get us these fabulous gifts every Christmas. Like, we would get like this cologne set or, something really nice, maybe a pair of skates or something. And this one year we went to his house. I mean, he was like my favorite uncle. He was my gay uncle. I wanted to be like him. He was a nurse. And one year, I guess he was just fed up with just how many gifts he has to give for the family. And girl, he got us a pair of socks. And,
What?
and it was the little socks that I think he maybe have got them from the hospital because he worked at the hospital. So you know how the little socks have the little grip thing on the bottom of them? He got us a pair
Yes.
of those. Girl, I opened that gift. We were excited too to go by his house. Oh, Uncle Brother always get us good gifts. I can't wait to see what he got me this year, baby. He got everybody socks and wore the family out. Uncle Brother had said, I had enough. I'm not going to get no gifts. Everybody getting socks. So that probably was the worst gift at the time being a kid. But as I'm, taking over and filling Uncle Brother's shoes with buying gifts for the whole family, I understand it now. Because sometimes I be like, baby, they getting a piece of bubble gum this year. It's a lot to do when you just have to get so many gifts. So
It really is. And it's
it,
very costly. You know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
It
And
is
I don't have
very
a lot of time. I used to really have a long list every year. And the truth is, we disappointed because people didn't put as much effort in, my planning, and, like the thought that went behind it. You know what I'm saying? And the gifts. I used to really, really be disappointed, until, I stopped doing it. I started giving the energy everybody gave me right back.
yeah. And that's where I kind of be at with it sometimes, but I be like, I can't be what they are. I can't do
Yes.
what they're doing. I have to do what's in my heart. And every year, sometime I be like, I'm not doing this year. And then, right after, around that holiday time come, I'm out running at the store saying, oh, I got this person, I got that person. And then my list get longer and longer every year because we're adding somebody or somebody brought somebody over. And everybody that comes in the door expect something. And I just never want to leave people, empty handed. But I'm getting a little bit better, with controlling the budget, I must say. But
Oh yeah.
it becomes a lot, over every year I spend way over like 15 grand just on gifts. And
Oh.
then I may get, 10 good ones at the max.
Well, when you over here single like me, you don't invest that kind of coin in Christmas no more, because you know that you're usually not gonna get nothing real good.
Yeah. Understood.
I'm
Understood.
with Uncle. I'm finna send everybody socks. How you like me now?
Okay. You're gonna be Uncle Brother this Christmas.
Yes,
I
I
love it.
am. Hello,
But
that was a
listen,
good
I
idea.
I will do anything to just go back to those moments and have those socks
Yeah.
gave to me, because unfortunately Uncle Brother is not with us any longer. But he taught me so much just about, being there for family and pouring a lot into your family. Do you have any traditions that you carry through with your son?
Well, so the thing is, I used to be Miss Christmas, like second to Mariah, I would call myself, right? I used to be very festive. I was the person whose house you went over with all the Christmas trees, um, and the big Christmas dinner. And it got to the point, I remember being married to Vince, and to the point where we would have a Santa come and hand out all the gifts to the kids. That's why I used to say, like, I used to really go in on Christmas. And like Santa would give out the gifts and stuff. But Vince and I still get together on Christmas just to make it special for Logan, because I've turned him into a real hardcore Christmas baby. And we just sit around the Christmas tree and drink hot chocolate and, watch him open up his gifts and see the excitement on his face, because that's really what we do it for. We want to see the
Yeah,
joy, you know what I mean?
most definitely.
And yeah, and so, regardless of what Vince and I have going on, we make sure that, we spend that quality time with him together as a family,
That's
just,
awesome.
yes, just so his memories are pure, and just, so he understands that we really did like sacrifice for him, to make sure he had a smile on his face. So that's what we do every single year.
That's awesome. Logan is now 8, right?
He is 8 years old, going on 30.
Is he still into the holidays or and Santa coming, or is he too old for that?
Okay, so we just had this conversation the other day, and my son and I are really, really close. And our conversations, is not really mother son. It's more like sister brother. Okay, no one get offended, but it just is. I let him be free with his conversations with me. And so he was telling me, he was like, Mom, first of all, Santa Claus is real, and Santa Claus is going to get me blah blah blah. And I'm like, listen, I told you last year was the last year for Santa Claus. Okay, you're getting older and there is no Santa. I am Santa. It's called American Express. And he said no. He said no, it is not. I'm like, oh yes, God, it is. And I said, I tell you what, this is what we gonna do. You write your Christmas list to Santa, right? Not to me, to Santa Claus. And let's see if Santa get it. If Santa get it, he real. If he don't get it, then he ain't real. So I don't know what kind of Christmas Logan's gonna end up having, but I'm telling you right now, he write that list to Santa. He got another thing coming, because Tamar ain't getting nothing. It is a lesson to be had. You hear me?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Period.
Do you still go to your parents' house for the holidays?
I try to be around my family during the holidays as much as possible. Now, I don't really go to my mom's house that often for holidays, because she likes to be around her grandkids and make her rounds. So she'll go to a city where, most of them are at. But for the most part, either I host Christmas or Tony hosts Christmas. And I wouldn't recommend people going to Tony's house, because she don't know how to feed you. See what I'm saying? And it's very frustrating,
Well,
like I
girl,
remember.
you have to go over there and get in the kitchen for sister.
Oh no, sister will cook, and she can cook, but she gonna give you a bite-sized piece,
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
and I ain't got
portion
time for
size.
that. Yeah, I don't have time for that. We told this story on Steve's show, and I'll just tell everybody who missed it. I remember Tony having a big stink about us going to her house for Christmas. And so we finally went to her house for Christmas, and it was beautiful, and it was very Tony Braxton X. If you guys can imagine going over her house, it was very fancy, honey. And she made like a 7-course meal of a bite. One bite. She made a salad. You got one leaf. And I'm not
Girl,
lying, it's a true story. She
oh
made
my
a soup.
God.
She put a spoon in the middle of a soup bowl. She thought that was fancy pants, honey. Had one, I'm serious, one
Oh, girl.
spoonful of the soup. She made ravioli. It was one piece of ravioli. Like that's how she get down. I don't really have a lot of time for that. My patience too short. I like to eat too much. So yeah, we don't do Christmas at Tony Braxton house ever. Um
Okay.
yeah, so it's usually either at my house or Trina's house. Yeah.
Okay, so your mom is a really good cook, right?
Yes,
She,
ma'am. Yes,
she
sir.
even she even wrote a cookbook. I answer to either or, girl. She even wrote a cookbook and has a new cooking show. What's your favorite thing that your mom makes?
Oh, let me see. Oh, yes. First of all, I just want to let everybody know that Cooking with Miss E is out now. You can go to Amazon and get it. Thank you for that plug. And the
Okay.
truth is, if you follow the recipe, It will come out tasting like my mama's food, and it is amazing. And I'm not, you know how everybody think their mama can cook? No, for
Yes.
real though, my mama can really cook, like for real. And that's where we get it from. Like I cook like grandma, right? But my
Yes.
favorite recipe is her oven baked fried chicken. Whoo, I almost threw my phone thinking about it. The
Oven
oven
baked
baked
fried
fried
chicken.
chicken. So it comes out very, very crispy. It's no breading on it or anything like that, but it's seasoned to the T, and it's very, very crispy, and it's juicy in the middle, and it's a blessing from God, and it's the best thing you'll ever put in your mouth. It really is.
Yes, God, you made me want a piece of that oven baked fried chicken, girlfriend.
Whew, it's so good.
I'm gonna
It
have to
really.
check it out because I want to. I'm gonna definitely, check out some of the recipes on there because I can throw down too.
Oh
And
yes.
yes, so I can see what Mama working with in that kitchen, baby.
Yeah,
I
baby.
saw her getting them chitlins together, baby. I said she about to go put some dirty old flavor on them chitlins.
Yeah, and my mama chitlins don't stink. You know what I'm saying? She pulled the membrane out and she cleaned her down, and she has absolutely no smell and all flavor.
Well, they don't think when she cleaning them.
When she cleaned them, they of course they have a little smell to them, but by the
Oh
time
yeah,
she
they have a
done,
little
baby,
stench, girl. I used to walk in my auntie house and say, "Girl, you're cooking them chitlins, eh?"
yeah, the shitterlings.
Yeah, she used to fall out laughing. She said, "Boy, you so stupid." I said, "Girl, I just can't eat them. They're too rubbery for me. No, I can't eat them. I can't do it. Nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah.
you don't eat chitterlings?
No, I don't.
Why? Oh my God, really?
Um, my mom's favorite thing from that I love so much was my mom's smothered cabbage. My
My
mom will.
smother.
Oh yes, smother cabbage, because she will smother it down, baby, and put that good old pickle meat in it, and those pickle tips, and some ham, and sometimes she will do neck bones in it. She could, she'll put all type of meat in it, but the way that she seasoned and smothered that cabbage down, with a good old piece of country cornbread that's sweet like cake, that was one of my
Yes.
favorite things
So,
growing
but
up.
is it smothered because it's gravy, or you call it smothered because it got a bunch of stuff in it?
No, it's smothered because of the way she smothered it down. It has its juice from its water. It's just the water. But the way she smothered it down, no gravy though, no gravy, only the juice from the cabbage itself.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
but that.
you my good sis. You can come and cook. I want you to make that for me.
Oh, don't worry, I throws down with some cabbage, baby. We'll have you licking the plate. I'm telling you.
Now, see, I like your talk. You know what I'm saying? Because people who act like they can cook don't say stuff like "you gonna lick the plate." That's when you know it's real. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. That's why, everybody comes over to my house for the holidays. The whole family, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whenever I'm home and I cook, they're all beating the door down saying, "What you cook?"
Okay.
That's
So let me ask you a question. What is your favorite go-to dish for the holiday?
my favorite go-to dish. Um, is either my bell peppers or my cornbread dressing. My mom had a way that she did the cornbread dressing that the family be like, everything tastes like your mama, like you still got it. You still have the tradition of the family being able to taste this from like when we were kids. So I
Uh-huh.
picked up that good old country cooking from my mom and my grandmother and my aunt who loved the kitchen so much.
That's amazing. Now I'm hungry. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, are you going ham again, girl?
Listen, ain't no more ham, but I'm telling you right now, like I can't stop snacking and I can't stop eating. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that we eat so much around the holidays?
Just because it is the holidays, it's a chance to be lazy at home, eat good food, listen to good music, enjoy family time, watch movies. It's just that time. It puts you in that spirit of being able to do all of that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I sure picked up that holiday feasting, honey. I can't put it down. I don't even
What are
know
you
what's
cooking
wrong
for
with me.
Christmas?
Okay, so I'm so glad you asked me that because I had a very interesting conversation with someone one time about that. Now, I just want to ask you what you think. Do you make the same menu that you make for Thanksgiving on Christmas? You still make the turkey and all of the dressings and, things like that?
So what I usually do is I usually flip it a little bit. So certain things I definitely have to do, like the cornbread dressing. That's one thing that I have to do the exact same. So instead of regular mac and cheese, I may do crawfish mac and cheese. I might add something to it. Instead of turkeys, I might do stuffed chickens now or a roast. I didn't do gumbo for Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna add gumbo for Christmas.
Got it.
So I just switch it up. Of course I'm gonna do a ham, same thing. Cornbread dressing, I can't get away with that. So it's certain things that I will pull in from Thanksgiving, but I'm going to add some other things that I didn't have on Thanksgiving in order to flip it around. Now this year for Thanksgiving, I never usually do fried chicken. I added fried chicken to the
Really?
menu, and I also added fried ribs to the menu.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yes, fried ribs. And baby, they
That
were a
blessed me.
smash hit. You hear me?
I believe it. I love me a fried rib. Now, I just want to take this time out to make a public service announcement. Do you mind if I tell everybody this?
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, turkey is for Thanksgiving, not for Christmas, okay? Leave the turkey in the store. The turkeys are for Thanksgiving, okay? Make you something else. I just wanted to tell everybody that. This is not the time to have the same menu, okay? You don't make the dressing. You don't make the green bean casserole. You don't make the macaroni and cheese. You don't make the same menu that you have made on Thanksgiving. This is not Thanksgiving the remix. This is Christmas. So
Yes.
make you some other shit, okay?
I love it. So I may
Now, you
like,
asked me a question. I want to answer your question.
yes,
Now,
I may do like some I may do collard greens for Christmas and
okay.
cornbread. I may do dirty rice. Um
Yes.
yeah, because I did a red rice. I did red rice stuffed in a bell pepper for Thanksgiving. So I may do like a dirty rice this, Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch my menu up too. I don't like to kind of have the same thing. The only
Me
thing that
either.
the only thing that will probably be the same is the cornbread dressing and the ham.
Yeah, you can leave one or two things on there, but nobody is coming for Thanksgiving dinner on Christmas.
No.
So traditionally, our family, we do prime rib for Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, we do a prime rib, and we do some type of potatoes, either scallop potato or like a mashed potato. And like we're really big on Christmas. So Christmas is Christmas dinner is actual dinner. So like during the day, we'll have like a little brunch, like pancakes and like a little pasta and like stuff like that. But our
Mm-hmm.
Christmas dinner is a sit down, dressed up dinner time, like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that's what we do. Yeah, and it's really nice that people dress up in something that's red, and we put our little stockings on, our little heels on, honey, beat our
oh,
little
baby,
face, get a little face.
it's too
And
many
we
of
do
them to do that for me. It's way too many. Mm-mm.
Oh, really? You should try it one year and set a table, like a big old table, and have everybody dress up and come for dinner time. It's really a good time. It really is.
Yeah, we may try that one year, but not this year.
That is so funny.
Does your son have a favorite holiday?
Um, he loves his birthday.
That is a holiday.
Listen, let me tell you something, Free. I am raising myself. Okay. I just want everybody to know that I am raising myself in a male form. And everything that I did and gave to my mama, I am now getting back. Okay. And I used to think that my birthday, well, it is actually a national holiday. It's not just St. Tamar's Day, but it is. March 17th. Don't nobody know no Patrick, so we changed it to St. Tamar's Day.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yes, okay. So he really enjoys his birthday. And we're really big holiday people. Like we were when we were growing up, our parents made a big deal over any holiday. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Well, that's before we knew about Juneteenth. Don't judge us. Um, like all of the holidays, they made a big deal. And even our birthdays, we always had big birthday parties. And my parents always made it a big deal for the family to get together and celebrate.
Yeah.
And, that's
It's important.
definitely, it's so important. That's a tradition that, I like to pass over to my son. So not necessarily in, a spoilage tradition, but more like a celebration of life. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
most definitely.
So,
And
yeah.
what about a favorite holiday song? Something that he loves around Christmas time?
Yeah, no, he didn't get that.
He didn't get that. Does he like to sing?
My mother and I are trying to teach him. He looks at it as a chore now, but he has an amazing voice, and that's why we're trying to, kind of, train his
Yeah.
voice into, wanting to sing because he has an amazing voice. And I told him the other day, I said, first of all, your mama can't be me and you not being able to sing. That's an abomination.
Okay, okay, yes. One of the Braxton boys are blowing baby. Do you think he gonna get into the family business?
Which one? You know,
Any one of them.
entertainment. I think you know what the truth is. I think so. I think it has already chosen him. Because he loves to be in front of a camera. We argue all the time about him having a YouTube channel, which I'm not ready for yet. Only because if we wasn't the Braxtons, he probably would have one already. But because it's a lot more scrutiny, a lot more people being mean on the internet, a lot more bullying that could come his way, I'm just a little bit more leery of it. So I just want to make sure he's at an age where he's mentally stable, to understand that it's a lot of hate out there, and when you put yourself out there, you're opening yourself up for that. And so I just want to make sure that he's mentally prepared for whatever it is. If I finally let him have a YouTube channel. But I think that is where we are gearing towards because my
Yeah,
son is a
definitely.
nut.
You gotta train up the child the way they should go now, and when they get old, they shall not depart. So you come from the church, so you know how
Yeah,
to
but
how.
he's a nut, baby. I'm still trying to, reel that back in a little bit.
Understood, understood. And that brings me to my next question. And
Yeah.
you hit it right on the nose about, just mental health. What are you doing to keep your mental health at peace during this holiday season?
Well, first of all, I'm a girl who believes in staying in therapy, especially during this time of year, because this is the time when your mind wants to play tricks on you, you know, and the devil want to play games about you being single, about you being alone, about you not having your loved ones, things that you can't change in this moment. And so I just would say, to surround yourself with things that make you happy, not people, even yourself. If you make yourself happy, surround yourself with yourself. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, most
Do the
definitely.
things to put a smile on your face. You know what I mean? Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on the things you can't change. Don't dwell on the fact that you are not alone, because it's not going to be forever. Everything is only for a season.
That's right.
And yes, and the truth is, this too shall pass. Whatever negative thoughts you're feeling, whatever negativity is in your life, whatever negativity is coming your way, it's not going to last forever. Set your intentions on the
Amen to
future.
that.
Set your intentions on being hopeful, on being happy, on smiling and being bright. When you're feeling low, think opposite of that. Think high. You know what I mean? When you're feeling sad, think happy. You
Oh
know what I
yeah.
mean? When you're feeling lonely, think complete, think whole. You know what I mean? So it's all about you changing your intention, your perspective, and your circumstance. We all have the key to open the door to our own success of happiness.
Most definitely. And just to piggyback on that a little bit, my formula for everything is, keeping God first, and I pray and
Yes.
I push. I pray and I push, and I keep on pushing through everything that comes my way. When things are looking down or weary, I flip that and bring a piece of light or joy or happiness into my circle. And like you said, the devil can get busy, but if you surround yourself with positive thoughts, positive people, positive energy, you can make it through anything.
I definitely agree. And I wanted to piggyback off of, something that you said. A lot of people feel like, oh, well, I've tried to think positive. I tried to be in a better place, because there is a point where you've been down for so long that you don't know how to pick yourself up. And I just want to encourage whoever is listening, who has had those thoughts, who has ever had those feelings, to go and speak to your doctor and get some help. Speak to your pastor, speak to someone you trust, and get some help. I understand that, sometimes you can't make it out of a dark place by yourself. And that is totally normal. You're
Yeah, a
not
support
crazy.
system.
You know
We
what I'm
all need
saying?
a support system
Absolutely.
in
You're not
everything we
alone in
do.
that.
Yeah, we
I
all
too,
need a
I too
support
have
system.
felt that way. I too have felt like there was a place that I was just so dark and I couldn't get myself out. And, with the help of, someone who knew better than I did, geared me into the direction of, calling and getting some help, so, I can change the narrative of that. And
We
I just wanted to let everybody know that.
Yeah, we just got to be mindful of the things, the situations that we in, because somebody's always in a worse situation. And
Baby.
I always base things that I'm going through. Somebody may be having it even tougher than me, and so I'm grateful for the moments that God give me, those moments to go through the things that we go through. Sometimes we have to go through the struggle to get to the other side.
Amen. Come, the only way out is through, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, going into my last phase of questions for you really quick, you know, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Whew, I got a bunch
You
because
made a Christmas album,
I
what's your
have.
favorite song on that? Do you still
Oh my
sing it?
gosh. Oh no. My favorite. It's so funny. I listened to it yesterday because it just popped up on my iTunes. What is my favorite one on there? I have a few. It's probably Little Drummer Boy. And I like Sleigh Ride a lot because it's really jolly and happy and stuff. I like to cook to that on Christmas around the
Oh yeah.
holidays. What's another one? Um, I Mary, did you know I did a Christmas album with my sisters, and that was really magical for us because
I bet.
we never really did anything together as adults and recorded it outside of the Braxtons, and so that Christmas album is very special to me. And so yeah, we did Mary, Did You Know together, and yeah, that's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I bet you that's powerful. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I bet you that's powerful. So, I've started making Christmas music as well within the last 5 years, and I'm super excited just to bring joy to people's homes during the holiday time. One of
Yes.
my favorite, Christmas songs that I made was Rudy the Big Booty Reindeer.
Amen.
and and Nutcracker, but I'm super excited about my new single that will be dropping on December the 8th called Tis the Season. And
Amen.
it's going to be lots of fun and lots of joy coming into people's homes. So everybody make sure y'all be looking out for that December the 8th, my new single, Tis the Season. Okay?
Okay. Here for it.
Um, going into right after Christmas, are you a New Year resolution type of person, or do you have any?
I wasn't a big New Year resolution person, only because, growing up in the church, New Year's Eve used to scare the life out of me. Okay. I used to always
Why?
think the world coming to the end. It didn't. Growing up in the church sometimes can make you feel like, oh, you know, and
that
not
we
being
living in
saved.
Revelations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we in
Oh,
Revelations, honey. Like,
yes.
oh
Oh,
my God, it's
oh,
gonna be
I
the
know,
last
because
year of the earth. Yeah.
we will be at church on Christmas, on New Year's Eve, on our knees praying at 12 noon. And,
Yes.
and see, our church was in the hood, so you would hear the gunfire as well
That's
going
hilarious.
off at the same time as you're praying at 12, and we're like, we hope a bullet don't come through the church. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know the feeling that you're talking about, because we've had several years that felt like that, and as well as the preacher preaching the sermon and all of the things that he will say, he will definitely be in that moment of revelations, and if we don't get it together, God is definitely coming back and so forth.
He coming next year. Wait,
Yes,
y'all won't
yes.
know.
This is your last year. You better get your house in order. Yes, all of that, girl. I totally understand what you're talking about. Um, what's next for you? What have you been working on? Any new music we should be looking for? Because baby, we need a good old song from you, honey.
Oh, thank you. Well, the truth is I've been working on everything.
As you
And I'm
should.
yes, and I'm really, really super excited about all of the projects that, is coming. I'm super excited about the new music. I remember feeling like I was going through a complete writer's block, for a while. That has been lifted, and I'm so grateful, and I feel so open and ready and free to talk about things that I was ashamed to talk about. Um, and I just feel like my music now is free, is healing, is honest, is raw, and I'm in love with it, because
That's
I'm really
awesome.
proud of all the obstacles that I've been through, that I have overcome, and and I feel free to speak about it. You know what I mean? Without any judgments. I really don't care if you have anything to say about me. You know what
That's
I mean?
awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
that's what I'm
awesome.
really
I
most
can't,
excited.
super excited for you. Can't wait to hear, all of the new stuff that you have going on. Like we just said, it takes some time going through in
Yeah.
order to come out. And I'm very happy for you that you can feel that place of freedom and to express your music in the way that you want to and be happy about it. My last question for you before we end this live is, what are your hopes for New Year, and what are you most grateful for?
Oh wow. I'm grateful for everything. Like I live in the place of gratitude, and
Likewise.
yeah, every little thing, like I'm really grateful for every little thing. Like I'm mostly grateful to be able to still do what I love to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And to also have people to support, what I love to do, that it doesn't even feel like a job. I'm so grateful to be in a place where I can inspire and empower people to be their best selves, to not be afraid of who you are, to accept yourself for who
Amen.
you are. You know what I mean? That is such an amazing gift that God has given me, and I'm just so grateful to be able to help people and put a smile on their face. I'm entirely grateful that I am not where I was this time last year.
Yes. Yes. We
Emotionally,
all
I have,
are.
yeah,
We all are.
emotionally I have grown, and we're outside, and COVID is still prevalent, but we're not in the thick of it any longer. And I'm just really grateful, for my family and the place of understanding that we all are in right now, and love that we all are in right now. And I'm grateful for my nutty kid who's just like me, and I'm just really grateful, and I'm looking forward to the future, because I just know that I put in the work to have an amazingly bright future, and I just can't wait to see what God has in store, because I know it's amazing. I know it's amazing because I've been through so many tough times, and I keep reiterating, hey everybody, the rain doesn't last always. The sun
Oh yeah.
eventually has to come out,
Oh
and
yes,
that's
most
what I'm grateful
definitely.
for, the sun being God. And I can't wait. I can't wait to
Well,
see
I
it.
am so grateful for you to be here tonight to have this conversation with me. It lifted my spirit, it touched my heart, and we want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday
Yeah.
season. We want you all to be grateful for everything that's going on in and around your lives. And remember to keep God first, and everything else shall fall in line.
And that's the truth. Thank you for
Yes.
having me, Free. It was
You're
amazing.
so welcome. I love you, sister.
I love you
And I'm
back.
wishing you all of the best and all of the success in this year to come. Because we know that once you put your mouth on it, baby, you about to blow the girls down. Hello,
What,
somebody.
baby?
Hello, somebody.
Hello.
Yes. Thank you so much, my honey
Thank
bun.
you. Love you so much.
Love
Bye,
you
y'all.
too.